Yo, what's going on guys? It's Coach Ben here, and today we have a boo-boo. And no, I don't want to talk about my boo-boo so you guys feel sorry for me, but it's because when I was in the hospital and I had my dislocated finger, all I could think about is why did I stop doing my wrist mobility work? Because if I didn't stop, I would definitely not be in this position right now. And you're probably thinking to yourself, what does your fingers have to do with your wrist mobility? Well, you see, a lot of ligaments and tendons are actually shared with the wrist muscles as well. So strengthening those tendons and strengthening those ligaments are definitely going to be beneficial for you in the long run. Since this is a wrist mobility routine, we're not going to be doing the 2-round systems, but this is set for me to just show you in demonstration for about 30 seconds, and then after that 30 seconds is up, you can join me and do this wrist mobility routine side by side. Let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is called wrist rolls. All wrist rolls is where you're unlocking your fingers together, and then you're going in kind of a 360-degree motion. This is really going to loosen up all those tendons in your wrist. And you don't only want to be focused on the push down of this movement. Let me give you a little side angle and zoom in. But with this 360-degree movement, you don't only want to be pressuring on that front part. You also want to be stretching the back part of your wrist to really loosen up all those tendons around the area. Do this for about 1 minute and begin. And I can already feel the ligament in my pinky loosening up. It is absolutely insane having a dislocated pinky. It is so crazy. Oh my gosh, when they popped it back in, the weirdest, most disturbing noise I've ever heard in my life. But it's totally okay. We're gonna be back to 100% in no time, especially with this mobility routine. So that 30 seconds is up. You can come and join me with this mobility routine right now in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. And you can see through all these stretches, you can do this standing, you can do this sitting down, any way, anyhow. It's just the fact that you're getting this mobility in on a daily basis. The more consistency, the less likely it is for you to get injured. Ooh. Got about 10 more seconds right now, and then we're gonna move on to our next stretch. Woo, woo, woo. In 3, 2, 1. Nice. You can already feel those muscles and tendons and ligaments be working in your wrists. Hopefully you're feeling a little looser than tighter, but now it's kind of time to take off this splint, and really get down to the brass tacks of this wrist mobility. So for this specific exercise, we are actually going to be going on our knees. And like I said, you can do this on your knees, sitting down, or even on a kitchen counter. It is totally up to you. But first, we're gonna be working the inside part of our tendons. So how we're gonna be doing this is we're almost going into our knee push-up position, and we're gonna start with our fingertips up top, and then just try to lean our front weight into our wrist. Gotta be really careful with my pinky here. Get that full stretch in the tendons, the ligaments right here. And to add more resistance, you can just lean back and keep those palms very, very firm on the ground. We're gonna start the minute timer in 3, 2, 1. Now you can do this by holding it, or even as a dynamic stretch, by kind of pulsing like I am right now, and trying to go further and further each time. And also note, the straighter your wrists are, the more stretch you're gonna be getting in the areas that we're trying to target. So that 30-second timer is almost about to finish. If you wanna join for those 30 seconds, come on and perform this routine with me. In 3, 2, 1, come on now, give it a try. And the next exercise that we're gonna be doing after this is almost the exact same thing, but on the front part of the movement. You've probably seen so many athletes do this exercise, especially wrestlers who love to perform this exercise, because I know those wrist muscles are definitely going to work when you're talking about something like grappling. Got about 10 more seconds here. We're gonna do a couple more reps. I'm really trying to heal my pinky. It's not a fake splint, guys. I wish I could show pictures on here, but definitely don't want to get taken down. But in 3, 2, 1, and just like that, already feeling loose. Look at that. I dislocated this a day ago. Okay, literally yesterday it was completely dislocated and I'm already bending it because of how much movement and blood flow I'm putting into those muscles and ligaments. So now we're going to the third exercise, and then we just have one more exercise after that, and we are completely done with your full wrist mobility routine. Obviously, you can still do more rounds if you're feeling tightness in the area, but for me, I am definitely feeling it after that minute is over. And now I just can't wait to do the other side. So for the front part of the movement, it is just the same thing, but instead of putting the bottom parts of your palms on the ground, you are putting the top parts of your hands and going back and forth. Again, you can hold this position and be like this, or you can do the pulsing like we were doing in the last movement. And you don't have to just pulse right here. You can also pulse right here with your wrist, where you're going fist first on the ground and then leaning back, now pushing the bottom or top parts of your hands right into that mat. Ooh, oh yeah, really open up those hands as well. Stretch out those ligaments and tendons. Got about 10 more seconds here. Come on and join. 3, 2, 1. Nicely done, guys, nicely done. So this last part of this mobility work is using a resistance band. All you want to be doing is taking one end of the resistance band with the wrist that you're not working and wrap it around like so. Get it to a very tight resistance point because it is a very limited range of motion. And all you're going to be doing is feeding your hand into this resistance band and pulling with the opposite hand. Now, how we're going to be getting wrist mobility from this exercise is by going downward and then trying to kick out our wrist like so. And you're not only going to be feeling this in your wrist, but also feel it in the ligament that your pinky is connected to. Obviously, this is why I'm doing this mobility routine. But we're going to do this for a minute and switch hands at that 30-second mark. And you are totally okay to do 15 seconds on each side. So 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Just want to give you guys a little bit more of a demonstration than what is set on schedule. Trying to be a little nicer here. I'm in pain, so I'm a little nicer. Not trying to push you through workouts and make you do some crazy stuff, man. Like push-ups and jump ropes and burpees. Sorry about that, y'all. Whew. Now we're switching hands. That 30-second mark has happened. Get that really tight resistance point. And now we are ready and go. The straighter your arm is, the better. Obviously with this hand, I'm gonna be going a little straighter. No, you're good. So like I said, if you're joining at that 30-second mark, it's totally okay to just do 15 seconds on each wrist. If you want to go back for more rounds, you just have to start the video over again. It's that simple. And obviously I can go a little straighter with this arm. Like about 10 more seconds now. Ooh. The straighter your arm is, the better flexion you're gonna get in that wrist muscle and tendon. 3, 2, 1, and there it is. Woo! We are feeling Gucci in the wrist and the pinky. Oh my gosh, just look at that. Just, wow, I can literally close a fist. At the beginning of this video, I actually was testing if I could bend my pinky. No, absolutely, I couldn't. I don't know why I stopped doing this routine. This is gonna be definitely going in my recovering process, my recovering routine, and definitely my daily routine as I warm up for the gym for any kind of exercises using my wrists. But anyways, thank you guys so much for your time and joining me on this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And like always, let me know what you want to see next. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And make sure you have that notification bell on so you know the next time we post videos like this. I'm Coach Ben, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!